Hey, what's up, guys? Or what's up, Sussex Squad? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if your name is Kate, you're talking about now you want to reconcile with Harry to set a good example for the kids, y'all. Remember when we said that Kate was so mad that William left her, right? And she was going to do everything she could to step on this press cycle. Sussex Squad, did we lie? I might tell you a joke, but I never tell a lie, y'all. What actually happened? First, she put out press releases about her cancer. Kate, give it a rest because maybe you talking about Green Waffle Gate. Cancer Gate is real. Missing Kate Gate is real. You sure you want to tip down that ring around the rosy? Then she's talking about, oh my God, William's like the fourth child. Then William posts up in a tank, literally playing soldier cosplay with what do you call it, goggles on, talking about some ain't got no worries. He was enjoying his holiday away from Kate. The funny thing is, all of his holidays are away from Kate. I think he was enjoying his holidays away from the UK royal rota. Well, Kate did not appreciate that. So, you know, baby, she pulled out the big guns. She literally said that she wants to feather. Sorry. She's literally saying, am I in Archie's chicken coop? Anyway, she's literally saying that she wants to reconcile with Harry to set a good example for her kids. Baby, I know major grade A shade when I see it, and that is major grade A shade. Listen to this. They said after all these years, listen, she said Kate Middleton is still hoping for a reunion with Prince Harry, according to a source who said she's not willing to give up fighting. That's shade. A good example meaning William is vindictive and it looks stupid, but not even that. She is trying to ride the Meghan and Harry press wave. She knows that she can't beat them. Why not make up fake press about the way she wants to reconcile? She wants to set a good example for the kids. But here's the funny thing with Kate. Even when she's trying to be perfectly horrible to William, she's still perfectly horrible. Are you going to try to reconcile with the actual nieces and nephews? Because honestly, Kate, Harry don't ever need to hear from you again. You literally just married into the family. Great, he knew you for 10 years. People have been married for longer and they divorce and it's nothing. Really, the bonds that tie are not with you and Harry. It's with Meghan and Harry's kids, right? Playing with your kids, but you don't want that, right? And I will say this, I do believe that Kate is perfectly racist, but I think Meghan's biggest sin is definitely being black. But I also believe her biggest sin is that she is a commoner and she's divorced. Because again, when she married William, she was on some real hot girl-ish, right? It made her seem above heads. I am such an exceptional woman, an exceptional this. The royal family took in a commoner and I'm beloved by all. She got to be the most perfect, special princess. When Meghan came into the show, all of a sudden it was like the royal people that already looked down on Kate was like, oh, the boys just like poverty cosplay. The boys like commoners. The reason you were picked is because you were a commoner. You weren't special. The only thing special about you is a commoner. You were nothing but a fetish for William. And also, the fact that a commoner that's black and divorcee is doing 10 times better than you and running circles, it made you look so insignificant and made it seem like the most important thing about you is the fact that you are very common as a bowl of cold, lumpy oatmeal with no raisins, no spice, not even any milk. Ugh, just boiled with water. Anyway, right? So get this. Kate is still hoping for a reunion with Harry, according to a source who said she's not willing to give up fighting. Go ahead and use Meghan for that press. I know that's right. They say the Duke of Sussex and his wife, Meghan Markle, have been estranged from the royal family for years and have even made a number of explosive allegations against Kate and her husband, Prince William. Harry alleged Kate made Meghan cry during one of the arguments and detailed a physical confrontation with William in his memoir, Spare. Despite the harsh comments, a source said family is hugely important for Kate, including Harry. So of course she's still holding out hope that in time things can heal. Kate is aware there will be challenges in reuniting with Harry, but it isn't going to stop her, according to a source. They explain She believes that bridges can be built if there's willingness on both sides. I agree. If there's willingness on both sides, Harry's not willing. Meghan might be willing. No. After what you did to Archie in a little bit, Meghan don't play about her kids. Meghan Sussex doesn't play about her kids. But honestly, also, she'd be willing to. Why do you think you still hold all the cards? Again, I realize this is a fake release. I know that she's writing with love, Meghan. Everybody's using Meghan for clout. Even Gwyneth Paltrow, who at the end of the day, Gwyneth Paltrow never was known for cooking. As a matter of fact, she was the one that started the whole health space, ED disguised as a health space. Goop, if you guys don't know, is not profitable at all because of mismanagement. But yet, when you see Meghan try to do what you think you own, now you're up there. In case we didn't know you were shading her, you're using her theme song, which is stupid, right? And you're trying to ride the Meghan wave because Meghan actually is that influential. Look at God's glory. They said initially Kate is believed to have thought that creating space with Harry would have helped the situation with William. However, a source told Heat magazine it's actually made things worse. To try and fix things, Kate is reportedly quietly encouraging William to forgive Harry. The source admitted she hasn't made a whole lot of headway with him as he's still very reluctant to trust Harry and Meghan. However, Kate won't give up as she wants to set a good example for their own kids. Not the family and their nieces and nephews, but for their own kids. Anyway, the source continues, it breaks her heart to imagine something like this happening to them, so she wants to show them that family is worth fighting for. They're saying that Harry is likely to return to the UK soon as part of his ongoing legal battle for the Home Office over the decision to remove his publicly funded security. It's unclear if he will reunite with his family during the trip. He won't, unless Charles is in a coffin, right? Laying right next to Betty. Anyway, it's unclear if he'll reunite with his family during the trip. The source suggested Kate is hopeful Harry will reach out when he's in the UK. They suggested she's hoping to get the chance to talk things through with her brother-in-law. A source concluded, she knows that may be a big axe and the challenge is that William and Harry see things so differently. So Kate can't force anything. She's doing what she can behind the scenes, but ultimately it's up to William and Harry. I like that even in Kate's fantasy world, Meghan doesn't exist and she's causing all the shots. It's up to William and Harry. Harry is saying hell no. Harry says that he wasn't want to go back to the UK. Harry is saying that he is over all these kerfuffles and everything. And y'all are still on your same BS? Y'all, please explain to me how anything like this makes sense. I will say one thing, right? Kate has the audacity. Kate has the nerve. Too bad that Kate doesn't have a leg to stand on. Again, at the end of the day, it's very disrespectful to what she's doing with Meghan. It's very disrespectful to Harry. It's very disrespectful even acting like Harry's kids don't exist. Again, I believe these are fake planet stories. Kate just wants to step on William's thing. But even when trying to step on William's news cycle, you can't get any traction unless you actually bring in Meghan and Harry. Y'all, listen. Also, what did Meghan do? Meghan started a what Meghan wore closet. Remember when Kate said, I'm the queen. You will not talk about what I wear. And I said, Kate, do we really have to talk about someone dressed as a slutty Paddington Bear all the time? I mean, that is the cosplay. Like, you literally go for a sexy nanny or a slutty Paddington Bear. I don't understand what the problem is. However, she's like, no, you're going to look at me for my substance. And I said, I don't think that's a good idea for someone that has no substance to say you're going to look at me for my substance. But Kate's going on with this. So Meghan said, baby, you want to sit here and copy me? I'll show you to follow the leader. Guess what? It's what Meghan wore, and I'll put the links to everything I want. So listen, if y'all want to dress like a rich a Santa Barbara rich man's wife, baby, you know what to do. And you know Kate is fuming. You know she's trying to figure out now how to make a what Kate wore. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, Sussex Squad.